so many people thought that the Rona brought an end to the comic book era. But yet here we are, a year later, fighting different corona variants. Still thriving. We got a whole bunch of comic book movie adaptations and a whole bunch of comic book adaptations on streaming. That brings us to the topic of the video. Your boy Loki, the god of mischief, finally has an opportunity to shine outside of the shadows of his older brother Thor with his own Disney Plus series. Now, full disclosure, there's a lot of walking and talking. Whole lot of sitting and talking. That's my strength. In this series, it's going to take about 3.5 episodes for this shit to get entertaining. But when it does, it opens up your mind to a lot of MCU possibilities. So, let's get into season 1 of Loki. The concept of a show where you have a main character jumping across different timelines, interacting with variants of himself and other potential main characters is a show that's gonna run forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Disney about to get that bag. We gonna have like 5 seasons of Loki, y'all. I'm letting you know now. But the series opens up with the very same clip from Avengers Endgame. We got Loki talking shit to the Avengers after he got clapped up. We know everything that happened. And of course, he grabs the Tesseract and dips out of there. But later on, we see the resourcefulness of your boy Loki. When he lands in this desert-like area, the people from the village come up to him, and my man's is like, Jesus. I died on the cross for y'all. He gets on top of a rock and is like, I'm your savior. The resourcefulness of understanding human culture, of understanding Midgard enough that, okay, if I play like I'm God, I just came down from the skies, I don't look shit like these people, I'm going to instantly be protected. That was really cool. At least before the TVA comes in and makes him look like a bitch, you know. They put that shock collar on his ass. They put that shock collar on his ass, you know. And he a little bitchified in this series. You know, they definitely clipped my man's nuts a little bit. But we're going to get into that a little bit later. These are the 3 things that stood out to me about the overall first episode. Let's go! Doing some reading online, apparently the director had an idea in the back of her mind about having the series open up with a scene that takes place a few days prior to the Avengers defeating Loki and the Chitauri army. It's going to be just Loki talking to himself, being kind of self-reflective of his life up to that point. And then from there, things will happen with the Tesseract and he'll end up with the TVA. I loved that they didn't choose that, right? It's already enough explaining going on in this series. Like I said, they walking and talking, they sitting and talking.
Not supposed to happen. According to whom?
The timekeepers.
Okay, liar. Whatever you say, liar.
It's a whole bunch of that in this series. And it would have just made things even more confusing when you have to go back and, okay, he's talking. Is Thanos aware of this? What about the other? Is the mind control of the Mind Stone interfering with his middle compartment of his brain, my brother? What is going on with him? It's way too much going on already with the explaining of timelines and missed minutes. No, having the endgame scene was a perfect way to just transition. Speaking of transitioning, as we continue to talk about the first episode, bruh, I'm telling y'all right now, the TVA has to be one of the most boring, uninspired locations in the entire MCU. We talking about a cinematic universe that has given us beautiful landscapes of Asgard. We're talking about a cinematic universe that has given us the glories of Wakanda. We're talking about a cinematic universe that has introduced us to the alleys of New York. It's Spider-Man Homecoming. The fucking TVA feels like Walmart. Have you ever walked in Walmart and you just feel depression? Nobody wants to be here. That's how it is at the TVA. Nobody wants to be there. There's these greenish, yellowish tint to the walls, to the area. It's so uninspiring. We spend so much of this series either in Mobius's office, walking the halls of the TVA, seeing the soldiers walk around in those generic YMCA ass costumes and shit. No. Terrible. There's a moment where Loki looks outside of the glass and you see this wide open area, right? You see these pillars that are extremely tall. You see space. You see all this fancy technology. It's for a brief second, but I said, I want to be out there. That's where I want to go. I do not want to be in these boring ass EBT WIC food stamp offices. That shit is boring as fuck. Sometimes with these shows, you need to give yourself a second viewing to really understand what you're watching and why what's happening is what's happening. What's happening? You need to understand. And when Loki first debuted, I was very put off by the character sitting in Mobius's office, sitting and talking, looking at the projector, crying. I was like, damn, my man's the Lifetime channel dude. My man's had his nuts clipped. My man's is sitting up watching Barbie movies. My man's ain't a man no more. But now I understand that in that moment, you had Loki who saw the rest of his life play out.
Well, maybe you're not so bad after all, brother.
Maybe not.
My nigga, glorious purpose, huh? Glorious fucking purpose. Damn. Got your ass on a spaceship getting choked out. That's why the character changed, because he saw the bullshit I'm doing is gonna get me to Thanos' hand. No, I'm good. I'm gonna go the other way. That was smart. I like that. The perfect segue right here, right? Tom Hiddleston gave another masterful performance as the God of Mischief. The one thing that really separates this one from all of his other Loki appearances is that he has to play a dated version of the Loki that he used to play, but that dated version is remixed because he saw his life play out and now he wants to do differently. That's not the easiest thing for an actor to do because you're going to have to explore new avenues of that character that have never been explored before. You're going to have to show emotions that character has never shown before. And Tom Hiddleston did a dope ass job at giving us an alternate 2012 Loki. That was really well done. I don't think enough people appreciate what he did with Loki on this series. Really, really good stuff. Owen Wilson coming in and playing Mobius. Let me say that again for the people in the back. He's playing Mobius, not Morbius. That's the living vampire. Hunka. I'm talking about Mobius. And he's a character that I instantly kind of gravitated towards because unfortunately I believe in the good of a lot of people even when I know they bad. I know you fucked up. I believe in people. And Mobius believed in Loki early in the series when everybody was like, you know you're gonna backstab you, right? No, I got this. I know what I gotta do. I really felt for the character when it was revealed the TVA and everything they've been told was a lie. They were all variants. When that reality hit him, that was my most favorite Mobius scene in this entire season.
And if you want to save her, you need to trust me. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay. You can be whoever, whatever you want to be, even someone good.
I'm going to really mess up her name, and I apologize. Gamatha Ra, who played the judge through the TVA on this series, I thought she was kind of flat, to be completely honest with y'all. Because throughout the entire early portion of the series, she's playing this very hard-nosed judge who has a direct connection back to the Time Masters. And you're very accepting of her harsh demeanor. It makes sense. Somebody has to run this place. But what put me off to the performance we got was that once the TVA and the Time Masters are revealed to be robots and shit, fucking androids in a dirty ass basement, you expected for the actress to give you this next level of acting. You ain't get that. You did not get that. It was like the same performance she has been giving the whole time. This changes nothing. We have to stop this from happening. I need your cooperation. Are you going to help me?
Still looking, hun.
Nothing.
Buried pretty deep.
It's highly restricted. I might not even have clearance.
Special pleading. Bitch, fucking bras.
I'm hot right now. I'm hot. Jonathan Myers is a really good actor. If you want to know how good he is, watch Lovecraft Country on HBO Max. Streaming, baby, for free. Watch it. He's a really good actor. But his performance as a Kang variant, He Who Remains, somebody should have reeled his ass in. Because my man's was all over the place. It kind of felt like, to me, some of those lines and the moments were freelanced. Like, the director said, go for it. And he did the most with it. And not in a good way. It was a lot of overacting. Like, whoo, I'm crazy, so, whoo, I'm gonna drink this tea. Ooh, Lord, I'm crazy, ain't I? Ooh, I'm gonna eat this apple. Ooh, I'm gonna start laughing. I'm crazy, ain't I? It was almost like Jared Leto in Suicide Squad. Where you could tell, like, the actor's trying. And if you gotta try, what you're trying to get out of you just ain't there. So you need to stop. Ooh, Lord, I'm crazy. I'm gonna get on top of this table and do a little dance. Somebody need to stop him. It was too much. I thought that a villain of that magnitude, especially with the MCU implications of the future, should have been reeled in a little bit more. That was too much for me. Now, Miss Minutes spooked the fuck out of me when they opened up the goddamn door. Hello! I'm like, oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh my god! That was the scariest thing ever. So simple, but to see a little orange clock, hello, in the darkness, nigga. If I opened up that door and that happened to me, I'm instantly. I'm swinging. I'm just swinging relentlessly. I'm swinging like Luffy in One Piece, motherfucker. I'm going crazy with it. Some bullshit. I'm Knuckles from Sonic. Crazy as hell. But the villains on that level weren't really hitting for me. Speaking of villains, you might as well keep on going. Leviathan, the cloud that was known for basically wiping out Loki variants, right? That was controlled by He Who Remains. We've been down this road too many times. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. Can you stand up, please? Green Lantern. Can you stand up, please? We done been down this road too many times where superhuman people interacting with clouds is not interesting. If you want to put Goku in live action on the flying Nimbus, I'm with it. I'm with it. I am with it. But anybody else interacting with a cloud, no. It is not interesting to watch. It is not engaging. It's actually really boring because the cloud looks massive, but it takes nothing to defeat said cloud. When they interact with said cloud, it's boring as shit. I hate cloud enemies. We've been down this road before. Stop doing that. That doesn't work. Thank you for your time. The first 3 episodes of this series are going to drain the life out of you. They're going to explain the TVA, variants, timelines. They're going to explain all of this stuff to you numerous times. And despite it being explained numerous times, you're not going to really be able to grab it mentally until episode 5. And even then, you're still kind of confused saying, okay, so does this mean that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be variants in Spider-Man No Way Home? It does? Okay, cool. Like, you still don't understand certain rules of it despite it being explained to you numerous fucking times. This is definitely one of those things, one of those series that would have benefited from having an actual presence in the MCU prior to this series so that people can really kind of understand and see how the TVA works. Because there's even some shit that I'm still not 100% certain of. Y'all know your boy Marcus Digital loves him a good ass cameo. Y'all know I love heroes teaming up with other heroes. Or heroes teaming up with villains, you know, whatever. More characters, better, right? Going back to the WandaVision days, we were all hyped up. Is Doctor Strange gonna pop up? Is the guy in the sewer actually Scott Lang working with Jimmy Woo? So many conspiracy theories. We finally had a cameo of really big significance. Lady Sif appears in episode 4 of Loki. Jamie Alexander, you are such an underrated actress. With that being said, you should have said no. This cameo is a waste of her time. It's a waste of her talents. It's literally an imprisonment room where Loki is reliving the memories of a day where he fucked with Lady Sif's hair. And he's continuously being told he'll amount to nothing and getting punched or kicked in the nuts. You know, it's a whole lot of that. Getting kicked in the nuts repeatedly. And I'm up here like, bruh, this desperation cameo is killing me. You can tell that they were so desperate that they were, hey y'all, look, it's Lady Sif. Remember her from the Thor films? Right! It's Lady Sif. Look, y'all. Y'all like Lady Sif, right? It was the most forced cameo ever. A waste of time for Jamie Alexander to fly out, do hours of makeup, only to have that little moment. Complete fucking waste, man. I hated that. I hated it. The big stick of this show was variants, right? It's not till episode 5 where you really understand how significant variants can be from one another. Then you really understand the potential that this series could have on the MCU as a whole. And that was arguably the best damn episode of this series. And the one thing I loved about it so much was that they all had a moment. They all had a moment to show what makes that Loki. What separates that variant from the other thousands of possible variants of this individual. And even classic Loki stole the episode when this man illusions an entire Asgard.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
When I tell you, I was on the edge of my fucking couch because I've wanted that type of power from MCU Loki ever since I saw him in the first Thor film. But all we've gotten was a little knife play, a little illusion here, some trolling over here, and that's it. But to actually see the true potential of a Loki unleashed visually was sick. I even love the little dig they put in the dialogue where classic Loki was talking about knives kind of limit our magical potential. I'm like, my man's spitting right now. He is spitting. He's spitting nothing but fucking truth. He's spitting. Look, he's telling good ass truth right now. We gotta get them knives away from you, Tom Hiddleston. They're limiting your greatness. A lot of people in the Marvel Cinematic Universe fandom and the comic book community really came away from Loki talking about one thing in particular. The Loki and Sylvie relationship. Shout out to my guy Blurred Vision, man. Shout out to Blurred Vision. The creator of Power Rangers Unworthy. Shout out to Blurred Vision on Instagram, bro. My man's called it a high school relationship. Nigga, if this ain't some Twilight type stuff, Bella Edward. If this isn't a remixed scenario from 2009 when I was a high school freshman, I don't know what is. This entire scenario of Loki and Sylvie sitting with the blanket wrapped around them, Loki not knowing how to talk to her, her not knowing how to talk to Loki. I'm like, okay, look, I understand the God of Mischief has been a piece of shit for a long time. He's trolled, he's backstabbed, he's been a loner, but that does not mean this man don't know how to fucking complete a sentence. That don't mean my man don't know how to talk to people. To other people. Shit. Come on now. The pausing. The stuttering was too much for me. It was too much. Now, when Loki and Sylvie had their back and forth arguments on the train or going back and forth afterwards where she uses that burst of energy and yells out, those interactions felt more natural and real. There was push-pull. But when you get to later on and they're slowly falling in love with each other and they don't know how to communicate these feelings, I'm like, is Loki walking around a 500-year version? Like, what the fuck is going on? Yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, no cap, I had more game than that in junior high. Like, what the, no, yo. The way that was written was weird as shit. I didn't like it. Anyway, Loki Season 1. What does it get? What does it deserve? Loki Season 1 gets a mother freaking C+. Yo, not gonna cap to you. Episode 5 and Episode 6 definitely saved this. Definitely saved it. Because if it wasn't for the variants, if it wasn't for He Who Remains and the MCU implications, if the person in that castle beyond the void ended up being a Loki variant, I was going to unleash. And nobody wants me to unleash. Anyway, it's been weird, but it's been real. Got a lot of videos to make. And the heat is killing your boy. Get out of here, bitch.
When I pull up, she gon' look though. Look at he mad, ain't look bro. She bad as hell, but can't cook though. It don't matter, but you still watching me while I did it for the look though. 100 feet worth of drip, don't drown this fly shit, that's the look though. And look though, I'm the wave, you can look though. I'm something different, I don't think you get it, but I still did it for the look though. Look though, yeah, I did it for the look though.